All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you. Welcome to Tarot F. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I am the Firefly Fairy, and this reading will be for Leo. I have, while I was shuffling my cards, because I do pre-shuffle, I kept hearing, we've only just begun, the romance is not over. And then also popped in my head, child, what was that, yesterday? It was somebody ringing my doorbell, child, and that lady looked like a crackhead. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, what the hell is she doing at my door? Okay, so I was gonna start off getting a fairy message, and clearly two have popped out. Okay, we've got divination and temptation. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with a crystal clear clarity. Not a tongue tied. And then you've got temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit? Perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. Boom. Like a native weights. Y'all know I used to think they were saying boom like a native way, and I was like, what the hell is a native way? I didn't know they were saying 808. Anyways, neither here nor there. All right, what do Leo need to know about this weekend? Can y'all hear that? I hope y'all can hear that. Anything at all that my Leos need to know or be aware of for the weekend? Oh, another flyer. Okay. Oh, Lord. Wait a minute now. let me get situated. Jesus Christ. All right. Ooh. Okay, there's a past energy that is spiraling. I feel like you've already gotten away, because I feel like I feel like you probably have cut the person off already, but a past energy is spiraling. You are an inspiration, and then somebody is lying on you, and they're probably using, I would say be careful. There is somebody that is lying on you and or have some compromising pictures of you that they might try to use to blackmail you. Maybe you're on hold on, let me drink some. Maybe you're on a path to greatness and they're just holding it, waiting for you to reach that level, and then they're probably going to try to expose you. Let's let's dive in. Hopefully they don't try to expose you this weekend. I don't feel like the end of the road will be this weekend. Okay, we've got the Tower in reverse. Loss, illness, fear, suffering, avoiding disaster. Maybe somebody, okay, so somebody is trying, like they're not coming to grips that this is over. They're not coming to grips that, and it could be a friend, it could be a romantic love interest, but somebody that you somebody that you have cut off is trying to avoid their karma. They're trying to run and hide. They're trying to convince spirit. They're trying to convince the universe that no, we're just on a break right now. Like you don't gotta come in here with this karma, please. We gonna be back on good terms. Okay, you got the Six of Pentacles. That's ooh. No, okay, ooh, thank God. I'm like, if I bend over one more time. Okay, you've got the Six of Pentacles, which is charity. Okay, so that just says that you're a very giving person. You probably are going to come into a period of wealth, generosity. You may have a good relationship with money right now. You might be in a position to offer some type of financial abundance to another person. Maybe you have a business that is expanding. Maybe you have somebody who would like to work for you. Maybe you're looking to hire help, because maybe you're self-employed and your business is getting too big for you to just be doing it by yourself. And the King of Pentacles came out. They're they're spiraling because they got the King of Pentacles in reverses. Like, even if they're not experiencing financial hardships, the money that they're getting is going right back out. Like, they're spending their money on drugs, they're spending their money on alcohol, they're spending their money, like their car is breaking down, they gotta spend money on that. They ran over something in the road, they gotta go get a new set of tires. You know what I'm saying? Their tires is balding. Something like that. Okay, I just received a text message as confirmation. And maybe you'll hear about it this weekend. Maybe somebody who was lying on you, you're seeing that maybe on social media, maybe something comes across your feed, because I don't feel like if you cut somebody off, you're not really following them as closely as you used to. You know what I'm saying? They business is their business. You may have unfollowed them, you may have blocked them, but maybe y'all have mutuals. Maybe you'll see that somewhere you're gonna get a whiff that this person ain't doing well. Or maybe you're seeing, because God said, I'll make your enemies your footstool, and they gonna make it so that you see the troubles. Okay, the Magician. That's why you're an inspiration, because you were able to manifest and do the work. I mean, manifesting ain't just putting a bunch of herbs together and taking a cleansing bath. You got to actually put in the work. Faith without work is dead. Why they can't go home? I'm sorry. These people in my neighborhood, I'll be like, why do y'all have to just ride around the block, just keep riding around, just keep circling the block on a motorcycle? You just have to? Girl, to be on my nerves. Just, my God. Okay. Woo, so they got Temperance in reverse. There's some chaos. There's some excess. Things are definitely out of sorts. They are feeling the pressure. Okay, anything about the Leo, though? Okay, come on, Ace of Pentacles. Exactly. You ain't even worried about these people, honey. You ain't even... Like I said, probably by this weekend, maybe the earliest is the beginning of next week, you're probably going to see something. And I'm not saying that you wishing bad on somebody. I'm not saying that you probably think that we're good. They done finally, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe that's my collective, but you're not focused on this. It's probably going to come out the blue. It's probably while you working on something else, you're going to run across something. Somebody going to call you, tell you, now something that happened to so-and-so. Maybe you should reach out. Maybe you should send your condolences. Maybe you should. Girl, that's up to you. That's up to you. I don't know how you treat people that have betrayed you. I don't know. But you have the Ace of Pentacles. You're focused on your bag. You focus on putting things in motion so where you don't have to. Wait a minute. So where you don't have to worry about much. Okay, well, come on. Curse. Oof. Yeah, child. Oh. Well, life is in reverse. Happiness is in reverse. Focus is in reverse. Ooh. I hope don't nobody die this weekend, but ooh, I hope nobody is unalived. My apologies. This weekend, but they are not happy. They can't focus. Probably because their life is going to shit. Anything else that Leo needs to know? Reincarnation, reflection, cycle, fate, clear purpose. Well, what's this reincarnation then? Maybe this is their final. I just got that out of my head. Maybe this is their final reincarnation, and they they not doing, they still ain't learned the lesson. But you, Leo, you have your clear purpose. You got your progress. You got your motivation. And you in demand. Yeah. Let me put these down. Let me put them down, child. It just be like they don't have nothing, they don't have no other way. Sorry. Back to this. See, that's why I can't focus. I'm like, could you please go on? Darn. What has your inner voice been asking of you? Think and act. Oh, that says listen and act. My bad. Trust yourself always. Trust others once you've learned it. Once they've earned it. Girl, what's going on with my speech? So yeah, you're trusting your intuition. You probably learned this lesson from all these folks. Your intuition probably had told you something about these people. And you know you got the devil and the angel on the shoulder. Your angel's like, hey, I don't know. I mean, you know, would a person of God do this? Would a person that means you well do this kind of thing? And then the devil's like, well, maybe they didn't know. Well, maybe they were unaware that this is how this would make you feel. No, trust yourself. If it's saying that, live your life with both feet in it. Open your heart, not a little, all the way. Okay. Yeah, after you've probably passed this test, because you probably didn't put no energy into this past energy line on you spiraling. They probably have tried to reach out to you, but the shit, it ain't going through. This person that tried to lie on your name saying, oh, you see they doing this right here in this picture. You see how they turned like that? Yeah, they were trying to do this. Yeah, that's not gonna get you nowhere. That's not gonna make people like you any more than they already do. Lying on something, I don't know. Yeah, but it looks like you have passed this test. You're not worried about this past energy. You're focused on the inspiration that you're going to be to others. You're worried about your potential. You got the 6. Yeah, you worried about getting your finances back on track. But since then, they're saying that it is safe to open your heart, not a little, all the way. Live your life with both feet in. And trust yourself. I think that, Leo, you've grown to a point to where you've learned, I should probably trust my intuition. Trust my first mind. If my first mind tells me to go home, baby, I'm going home. If my first mind tells me to stay in, I'm staying in. If my first mind say, hey, it's time to go to happy hour, I'm finna go to happy hour. Anything for the week? I had a rough childhood, so I easily start thinking the worst case scenarios. I know most are illusions, but they feel so real. This is the moon card. This is somebody who had childhood traumas. And with you being the bright person that you are the sun, you're exposing their moon. With the moon, I get a Cancer energy. They feel like you were too good to be true. Well, you were too good to be true. There was probably a part of them that felt like, let me get them before they get me. Because there's no way that there's a person that is that bright. There is not a person on this earth that is that hopeful. There is not a person on this earth that means that well of an intention. And they sabotaged it. And now they lying on you. They trying to make it seem like it wasn't them, that it was you, that you did flip out over something so small and they had to get away from you because that's the sign of an evil person. You know what I mean? They trying to make themselves look good to the people who thought that you and them would never part. To the people that you thought, well, they thought that you would never leave their side, that you was wrapped around their thumb. Child, Leo ain't never wrapped around nobody's thumb unless they want to be, right? Okay. Anything else about this weekend? Ooh. See, Nine of Pentacles, that goes right along with your inspiration. I admire you and you inspire me to simply stop and enjoy the fruits of my labor, to appreciate all the amazing gifts of life. Yeah, this is also saying that you got your money. You got your money up. They don't know how you getting it, which is probably how they lying on you right there. Then I got the Four of Cups. I'm not ready for a relationship. Sorry, something in my... I got used to my routine, and it's easier to continue with my current lifestyle. But they ain't have to lie on you, though. I don't care what kind of routine you used to doing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and you ain't got to do me like that, girl. But anyway, that's all that I have for you about this weekend, Leo. I hope that you have a blessed day, evening, rest of your night, whatever it is for you. Don't forget to like this video, share it if this applies to somebody and not you, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you feel called to. All right, so I'll holla, honey.